Hey guys, Brian Parnell here. So, I don't know, at least 4 or 5 times a week I get asked, what's a private blog network? What's a PBN? And when I forward them to a bonus video that I did for some people, or people who purchased a product through me, I did a massive walkthrough of the product, how I was going to be using it with my private blog networks, yada yada yada. The guys then come back and say, that's all well and good, thanks for all this great information, but how do we do it on a budget? So I thought, right, the time has come for me to produce a quick video that just quit as much. Got a load of other stuff going on, I can't really quit. Okay guys, so I'm just taking a quick drink. Right, so I'm doing this as a hangout just in case anybody manages to get online and can wants to contribute or whatever. And yeah, so what are they? Okay, and how do I do it? So basically, there you go to places where you can buy aged domains and like GoDaddy auctions, and you're trying to find something that's got authority that you can then repurpose into a website that is broadly related to the niche that you're actually in, and then you're going to point it to your main website, or you can point it to a Facebook page or any of your other social properties, or business directories like yell.com or yellowpages.com or whatever the business directory may be. Yelp, free index, hot frog, that kind of stuff. Okay, and what it it makes me laugh because a recent training course that was relatively expensive was talking about this kind of thing and linking to all your social properties, and it works like gangbusters. And if you got that bonus video, you'll see that I was talking about all this kind of stuff. Well, whenever that product came out 2-3 years ago, I've been doing this for a very long time. So yeah, so let me just go over it in a bit of a diagram, just so you can you can get an idea of what I'm actually talking about. So I think, yes, here we go. I'm doing this with a mouse, so you'll have to excuse my drawing and my writing with a mouse as well. So one thing you just need to bear in mind is you don't want to do everything exactly the same for every website that you own. Okay, but if you've only got, because I know a lot of the people on my list follow me, and I help them with their, the tips and stuff that I give is all about their one website, their one business. Okay, so let's pretend that this is the business, our money page. Okay, I'm going to put a B there for business or money page or affiliate page, whatever this actually is. This can be a YouTube video, it can be whatever you want it to be. It can be a press release. Okay, and I've done that before. When I do a press release, I will literally go and buy a couple aged domains. They've got a bit of authority, and point them directly to my press release, and my press release gets instant authority, and it ranks super quick. Anyway, so the most powerful PBN or private blog that you can buy, or website that's about to expire, is something that's in the same niche or broadly related to your niche. Okay, so if I'm going to use the roofing example. If you're a roofer, okay, and there was a home improvement site coming up to expire, you could buy that because it's broadly related and easily link that through to your site. Okay, so that's all about buying a themed website, and it doesn't need to be as authoritative if it's a themed website as it should be if you're buying something that's not already themed. What I mean by that is that the site could have been about something completely different. It could have been a travel website or a hotel a couple sites that I bought recently were talking around, they were like guest houses, but it didn't have guest house in the actual URL. It was I can't even remember the blooming name of them now, but it was like something like alicesprings.com or Alice Spring Tours or words to that effect, that had really good metrics. So I've just repurposed those websites to be about a broader category than what my actual niche website is. So this could be about weight loss, whereas I can repurpose them about health. Okay, health and fitness. All right. So themed is great. I'm going to put a T there for themed. Right. That's awesome. Okay. But then you can also have, I'm going to put an R and a P for buying ones that you're going to then repurpose into a broader category than what your business website or affiliate website is actually about. But then you can buy PBNs. I'm just going to put P, okay, that haven't got great metrics, but are still non-spammed. And I'll talk about that in a little while even. And then that can go to, you know, put 3 to your Facebook page, and then boom, your Facebook page is ranking on the first page of Google. Okay. And then also, obviously, you've got a link in your Facebook page that comes back to your business page anyway, and all this authority is flowing through. Okay. And then you can do the same for, you know, your YouTube channel, YouTube vids. Excuse my, it's really difficult to write with a mouse. So you can, you know, buy some other ones. Okay. Dun. And you can, you know, and here it's, I think it would be fine if you link, that should be a P. I think you understand that should be a P for private. I'm going to do that. And then one can link to here, and then this one here can link to both. Okay. But just mix these things up. Okay. Just mix them up. And that obviously these then link through to here. Okay. And you can see what we're doing. We're building this lovely bit of authority that's flowing through to our main site, our main pages. And you can do the same then with your inner pages of this website. So you've got your home page that's all about brand and, you know, brand recognition and stuff. And then you've got your inner pages that will be more keyword related, if you like. Okay. And then you can repeat these processes, but just don't just do this, what you're seeing in front of you, for every single one. Okay. You just need to mix it up. So you can just, you know, point 1 PBN site at your Facebook page. You could point 10 at your Facebook page, right? Just mix it up a little bit. And yeah, I think, you know, really that's it about what the PBN is, and this is how I actually do it. Okay. I will also use things like RankWiz, FCS Networker, and a little bit of SE Nuke, and sometimes just go to Fiverr and go and get a blast of good, decent links to these properties just here. Okay, the Facebook pages, the YouTubes, the LinkedIns, the yellow pages, you know, everything that you can think of that a normal website, a normal business would build. Okay, goes to, you know, your business. But I also then, with my PBNs, so these things out here, okay, doesn't matter whether it's a crappy little one, I say crappy little one, but with low metrics or really high metrics. Okay, whether it's this one here, a themed one, whether it's a repurposed one, I always then create social accounts linked into here. Okay, and business directories like yellow pages, all that kind of stuff, right? For the PBN. It sounds like a lot of work. It is a lot of work, but it just looks more real. Okay. And the more real that it looks, including the website, okay, you want that website to look relatively like a real website rather than just a, you know, a thrown together blog. Okay. And again, you mix them up with different themes. And yeah, that should be fine. And for people who say, oh, so how many do I need? How many do I need? It all depends on the authority of the websites that you're actually buying. And I'll go through the rest of this in you know, the authority and all of that and where you buy them and stuff in a bit. But, you know, in the first instance, just do 5. Okay. Create 5. Build all the Facebook pages and social elements all the way around it. Okay. And then see what happens. Give it a month. Give it 6 weeks. Okay. See how much it's gone up in the rankings. And then if you think you need a bit more, you can do a bit more. Okay. Just gently feed backlinks also into your private blog networks, your private blogs that you've bought. Okay. I'm not talking thousands. Okay. Just, you know, 1 a day on average, 30 a month, even 10 a month. Just so there's a bit of activity going on that's being fed into these private blog networks. Okay. Something else that I do with each private blog that I set up, I only link to, you know, either the YouTube or the business page or the Facebook page, whatever it is that I'm linking to, once. Okay. From one post, maybe 2 posts from within the private blog network. But then I will just create 5 to 10 pages of unique content and link out to non-competitors websites, but authority websites from within that page, from within that website. Okay. So it just builds it out a little bit more rather than it just being one page that's pointing to your website and that's it. Okay. Because by doing that, it doesn't look very real. Okay. Some of my PBNs have got like 50 pages on them. Okay. Because they're really powerful. And they are going into a website that's generating a decent amount of money for me. So it actually makes sense to make them powerhouses as well, which helps boost my website even further. Okay. Where's my PowerPoint? Here we go. Okay. So recent training course. Yeah, I've mentioned that. So what to check? Okay. So you need to check, has the domain dropped? And how many times has it dropped? Okay. If it's just dropped once or twice, or once really, at once, no, this is what I do. If it's dropped once, okay, then I will consider buying it. If it's dropped 10 times, I will not buy that domain, regardless of how good the metrics are. I haven't heard anybody talking about this fact about a dropped domain. And lots of people maybe think that it's fine, but I have, from all my testing, I can guarantee that a website that has not been dropped or only dropped once is so much more powerful than a website that has dropped, because it's got so much more trust in Google's eyes than one that has got lots of drops. Okay. And a drop is basically where, let's say, you know, the domain's 10 years old, but within that 10 years, it's the person bought it, then didn't want it after the year, and it became, you know, open again for somebody else to buy. So somebody else bought it, then they didn't want that, then they just let that domain expire, so on and so forth. Okay. So each one of those is called a drop. And to do it for free, you just go to whoisdomaintools.com and put in your domain. Now you might have to change IP address after you've done a couple of searches. And if you've been following me for any time, you know that, you need to use hide my ass. You must have hide my ass if you're in marketing in any form. So you just go into your hide my ass account and or the little thing and change IP address and then go back into here. Okay, clear the cookies and stuff, and do it again. And the same goes for like Ahrefs and majestic.com and Open Site Explorer that I'll talk about a little bit later on. I look for a trust flow, citation flow of 15 or above. Okay, and if there's a big gap between the two, then I'll ignore it. So for example, if there's a citation flow of 25 but a trust flow of 3, I just move on. Okay, got this great tool here for you that is a bulk checker for trust flow and citation flow. So you can literally put in 20 domain names and it will go and check the trust flow and citation flow for you, and that's free. Something else I look for is a domain authority of 20 or above. Okay, higher the better, and higher the better for trust flow and citation flow as well. And they need to be, relatively the same, remember. Okay, and here's a bulk page authority and domain authority checker. Domain age of 3 years or older, because that means it's been around for a little bit longer and it's got that age trust within Google. And a page rank of 2 or above. Now you're going to go, oh, everybody else is talking about you don't need to even look at PageRank anymore because it's defunct and it hasn't been updated for a year and all that crap. Yes, I agree, but I am only buying domains that are 3 years or older. Okay, now PageRank was updated last about a year ago, okay, or just a little over a year ago. So that means that the domains have had 2 years to build up a bit of PageRank, and within that 2 years I want them to have built up at least a PageRank of 2. Okay, anything less I am not interested. The next thing is they shouldn't have spammy inbound links. Okay, what do I mean by spammy inbound links? Well, not loads of keyword rich anchor text. So when you go and have a quick look at Ahrefs or Majestic or Open Site Explorer, whatever, you go and look at it and they will show you, the anchor text. If they all look like they've got red shoes, red shoes, red shoes, blue shoes, red shoes, red shoes, blue shoes, just move on. Okay. And you need to look at the actual authority of the links coming in as well. So make sure they're not all forum profile links, and make sure they're not all blog comment links, that kind of stuff. Okay. Now, what I actually do, and again, if you've been an avid follower of mine for, however many years, you will know that I use Market Samurai. Okay. Market Samurai actually feeds into majestic.com. So you can actually use Market Samurai to go and test a few of your domains that you found and get a few of the metrics. Okay. And then you can go and look at the, anchor text and see if it's, full of spammy anchor text and stuff as well. Okay. So I'm just going to quickly open up Market Samurai to show you what I mean. So you go in and you create a new account. Not a new account, a new project. I'm just going to call this one domains just for this. I'm going to click on create. It's going to go away and it's going to think about it. So I'm going to go to SEO competition. Okay. I'm going to click on add custom URLs, and I've got a few that I've gone and found beforehand for us. I'm just going to copy them. I'm going to put them in here. Oh, paste them in. Click on add URLs, and as you can see, it's going away and it's finding them. So you can see what I mean about there's always a big gap between citation flow and trust flow. Not there always is, but if there is, you need to be very careful. Okay. Like this one here, it's 24 with a trust flow of 0. So you just need to look at that and just be careful. So here you've got backlinks to page. So we can go in and we can have a look at those backlinks. So anchor text. We won't be able to see all of them. We'll only be able to see the top 1,000. But on average, we should get a good idea of what's actually going on. There you go. Boom. 1,000 backlinks, all the Gear Vault. Okay, you see that? It just goes to show, you know, you can use this tool. So, you know, okay, it's $150, but Majestic.com and Open Site Explorer, and Ahrefs together is about $120 a month. Okay, and you see, you know, just see how much I've saved you just there, just by doing this. And you know, you can see here what I like to look at as well, something that isn't actually in the presentation, is the amount of inbound links to a particular page. Okay, so here you've got referring domains to page is 107. So really, I would only like to see about 1,000 on average, about 1,000 backlinks to the page, because what this is meaning that on average around 15 each website is linking to the page, or each page is linking to this page here about 15 times. Okay, that's a little, I like it to be about around 10 times or less this ratio just here. Okay, so that's, you know, basically that's what I do. Okay, and you can see the citation flow and the trust flow just there. Page rank though is page rank 6, page rank 5. Okay, so you know, if they've not got any backlinks to the page like it's showing here, well, the page rank will probably have dropped by now. But you can see some, you know, decentish metrics. And something that you always need to also go and look is put the www in front. Okay, so these trust flows and stuff might change if you put the www in. So let me just, if I click onto that, will it open up Majestic? No, it opens up the actual website. Here we go. So let's click on this one. Click on OK. So because I'm not logged in, it's giving me that. So let's log in quickly. Oh man, alive! I can't remember what my login details are. I don't know why LastPass isn't working for this. So I can't log in to have a butcher's. But and obviously because I've done it not being logged in, I probably it only gives you like a couple, you know, checks on your IP address, and you'd have to go in and mess around with it. But I can't change my IP address because it would mess up this whole recording. So but that's something to go and look at. All right. But hopefully this is the citation flow. That's the trust flow. You've also got the page rank, so it's a really good thing to look at. Let's just show you Ahrefs. Something that I like with Ahrefs is, excuse me 1 second while I take a drink. Is it shows you the social shares and stuff that, you know, I don't know why this tool hasn't added them in yet, you know, because it's, you know, really important, a really good thing to look at. So there you go. It's, you know, it's not really got a great URL rank. Nothing's being shared. And let's just, I bet if I put www in Ahrefs will then time out and say you've reached your daily limit. And there you go. I don't know which is my paid account and which. No results. Oh well, okay. So again, you know, it's not, we've not got loads of detail here for this actual domain name. So You know, at first glance, you think, yeah, page rank 6, but actually you wouldn't go and buy that. Okay. So where do you find these expired domains? Okay, so you've got expireddomains.net, domains.prnator.com, moonzy.com/expired domains. So what I'll do is I will share this document with you, so you've got all the links and stuff as well. Be underneath this video or on my website. I don't know where I'm actually going to upload this video just yet. So let's have a quick look at I don't know what that is. So these are the bulk domain checkers. Okay, so if I'm only going to put one in there, but click on submit. You can put up to 20. It'll come back with the trust flow. So up here, it's saying citation flow, trust flow 0. Okay, so you just would not buy it. Then this is the bulk domain authority checker. For some reason, my Mac keeps on losing the whatever that's called, copy and paste. So I have to keep on putting it in. Check on that. Let's see what the domain authority is. So look at this one. Yeah, that's quite good. But if the page authority is higher than the domain authority, again, I would just think, what's going on there? Something's not right there. So you know, we're just finding one that isn't a good one to buy. Okay. Now we're talking about the dropped stuff. So this is domain tools. Let's paste that in there. Just thinking about it. And then down here, if it's been dropped, okay, it would actually say dropped. So it says 2 registrars with 1 drop. See that? Registrar history. Okay. The more drops that it says in there, the you just keep well away. That, you know, this is really, really important, and nobody talks about it, and it really does my head in, because you've got all this great training, and you know, truth be known, people don't know about this, or you know, they think that it's absolutely fine. But I'm telling you that 1 drop to 0 drops, and then you've got a really powerful domain. I always try and go for something that has never dropped. Okay. You know, and just be patient with this. Okay. Especially, you know, if you're you know, in one niche with one website, you haven't got to be going out there and buying 1,000. Okay. You could just get away with 10. I've got a couple of websites that I've got 5. I haven't done anything to the 5 PBNs, and they're trickling me in $500 a month each. Okay. That's, you know, that's not too bad, is it, for a one-off investment? And then, you know, you've got your $10 registration fee each year. So yeah, so I'm glad I showed you that, because I had actually forgotten that. Expired domain, yeah, that's what I want to look at. Sorry if it sounds like I'm a bit distracted, because my everybody's kids are all about to go to bed, because we're up early in the morning, driving away, as I said earlier. So they're all rustling around outside my office. So this is expireddomains.net. Okay, it's free to sign up. So once you've signed up and logged in, you'll get this page, and this is where I would like to go. I like to go to Marketplace. I like to go to GoDaddy Closeouts. Okay, and I like to go to Filter, and I just like to do a couple things. I like to turn off no, I don't want any fakes, I don't want any unsures, and I don't want any -1s. Page rank minimum needs to be 2. And domain authority, the domain authority, who is record, minimum, that's 2015 now, minimum 2012, maximum all the way to there. I leave this one because it's not always got stuff in it. Okay. I leave all that blank. Leave all that blank. Domains per page 200. But there's something on here that I normally do and I can't. Oh, actually, it's in the additional filters bit. And we want. I don't really care about this too much, but I like to just. Okay, I'm not into all these crappy ones down here at the moment. I'm sure they'll be better one day. And then AdWords and SEO filter. I like to go to domain authority. Minimum, like I said before, was 20. Maximum, well, let's do 100 because that's what it goes up to. And leave the page authority alone. I think that's it. The one thing that they haven't got in here is the Moz, not Moz, the Majestic SEO trust flow and citation flow, which I find a little bit annoying. Right, so what's gone on here? Show filter. Is it that? No. Oh, let's just reset it. There's obviously something in there that I've ticked that I shouldn't have ticked, but you get the idea, right? So I do want to show 200 at a time. I'm going to click on apply filter. So we've got 200 coming in. Price, look how cheap these are, guys, right? 11, 10, 9, 9, 9. And then we can find the page rank. So it's now going by the highest. So there's a page rank 6 here, 6. And you've got glow sticks, 2011. So it's within my time frame. DNS status available. Where's the so it's not showing the domain authority in the page authority on here because of my filters. So let's go into here. Let's see if I can. Is it? Sorry for me being quiet a minute. I'm just trying to make sure that. Maximum 99. 9. Filter. And we've got SEO kicks and not after SEO kicks. Global searches. I thought that was global searches. Majestics, million backlinks. Okay. Domain authority. Moz domain authority. Here we go. And then Moz is. It's because it got the S there. It totally threw me. And obviously I've got lots of. I use paid tools. I don't really come into here very often. So I'm trying to show you this on a budget. But then you can go in here and you can sort by domain authority. So here we go. Right. So we've got. And then you can start digging in. Okay. And it's got a page rank of less than that, so that's not something I would do. Obviously, look at these dates here, and you just mess around with the filter. There's something I don't want to mess around with that too much because obviously it's there's something there that it didn't like. So this is moonsy.com, and this has all of the metrics that I like to see. Okay, you've got So this one here, oh look, something new here. Look, pages with PageRank. So these are inner pages, I would guess. With PageRank. Nice. Look at that. Obviously the price is very high, but this one here, current price $9. Okay, so why waiting well? Let's copy link address. I don't know if it's I'm gonna just come over to here because I just want to show you how I use this. I use this tool. It's you bugger. So let's have a look at the metrics. So that's just about other stuff. So the PageRank's 3. Domain authority is 14. So it's a bit pants. And then you've got citation flow, but there's the trust flow. Can you see what I mean saying, guys? You get a lot of this where there's big gaps. If there's a big gap like that, I would stay away. Okay. Now, as these figures start to get higher, you can start being a bit, that might be, still, the gap's the same size, but as a percentage, it's not as big. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. Then you've got Moz domain authority, 75. So that is really a good one. So that's no wonder it's up at 400. But let's take this one, this waiting well. Let's say I was going to look at this one. I would then come over to here. Okay, I've logged in. Let's paste that in. And I'll just have a very quick look at the Jesus. Okay, so there's your anchor. There's your anchor cloud waiting well. So all of the incoming anchors, not that there's very many, right? But they're all waiting well. But that's the name of the website. So that's all brand. Okay. So let's go back over to Market Samurai. Let's paste that in. Let's, again, remember guys, I'm trying to show you everything on a budget. Add URLs in. Hopefully, because once this gets to quite a big size, so citation flow and trust flows low. Oh, okay, yeah, that's why it's low. So backlinks to page, so that's less than 10, okay, because it's 17 referring domains to page and 132 backlinks created from these 17 websites. Okay, but then we want to go and have a look at the anchor text. Corey family update, waiting well, Jowl. So there's only 3 anchor texts. Okay, so it's not the best domain to go after. I'm struggling to PowerPoint. So there's, and then there's PR domains PR Nator. So if I just go to that one a minute. Now sometimes, no, which one is it? That's Moonsy. So that's expired domains, Moonsy, and then high pay. There we go. The thing is, this one here, look, it blanks out the actual URLs. Okay. However, sometimes use all 3 tools and then come up and find the ones that are actually in here, if that makes sense. Okay, so by doing your research in these 2, you can sometimes go, that's that one. okay, because of look how many characters it is and all that kind of stuff. All right. But it does give you the metrics. So you've got Majestics, then you've got MozRank. See the trust flow there? It's just, I don't like that gap, but I really like the, you know, PA and DA, you know, 59 and 53. But that there, you know, you would need to dig into in a bit more detail. Okay, so going to buy, but people have seen that and they're like, yeah. So, you know, somehow you need to go through these two to see if you can find that actual domain and then do a bit more digging into it. Okay, if you wanted a .ca, that is. All right. So how do you protect them? Okay, when you buy your domains, okay, you want to be, if you're doing it through GoDaddy auctions, okay, you've got one GoDaddy auctions account, right? Or for every domain that you're going to go and buy, you need to create a brand new GoDaddy auctions account for it. So instead of the domain being, you know, $20 you're going to buy it for, it'll be 25 because GoDaddy auctions is $5, right? But you are not going to be doing domain privacy, which is normally $10, $12 a year anyway, right? With GoDaddy, this is. So you've saved yourself some money. So you're still saving yourself $5, right? And the reason that we do this is because, one, it doesn't look like all the domains are, you know, under your name. Okay, so you're trying to keep them all away from you, and without WHOIS privacy on, Google trusts that a lot more. And I know for a fact from my testing and a lot of my friends who are in the, you know, SEO masterminds all over the world with massive big names in the industry, all this is being tested. And if you've got domain privacy turned off, Google gives a lot more power to that than websites, especially PBNs that have WHOIS on. Okay, so turning it off saves you a bit of money, and you know, you can use fake name generator. Now, I'm not a lawyer, so if you're worried about you know, using fake names to register domain names through, you need to go and speak to a lawyer. Okay, you do this with PayPal. Okay, so you can use your normal PayPal account. The registrars do not store your PayPal information. Okay, mix up the registrars. So you've got GoDaddy, you've got Namecheap, 123, yeah, you know, just if you want to go and find them all, just go and type into Google all different registrars, name.com, and create a separate email address for each domain that you purchase. So if you're fake name generator and you came up with a name that was Janet Johnson, okay, you create a Hotmail account or an Outlook account or even a Gmail account of Janet Johnson 123, and or maybe not Gmail actually. No, definitely not Gmail. I take that back, not Gmail, right? And then you forward all the emails that you've created to one main master email account. So if you've got you know, whatever your business is, you could have domains at SEOwebgeek.com, right? And then every single one of my email addresses that I've set up, everything will get forwarded to one place. So I haven't got to keep on logging into 25,000 different Hotmail accounts to see what's going on. And the reason you do this is because from time to time, the registrars will email you asking you to log into your account and confirm your details. Okay, so you just need to be careful whilst you're doing that, especially if, like me, you have quite a few of your PBNs all under different names, but all within the same GoDaddy account or all within the same Namecheap account. Okay, I've still got quite a few like that, but in the background I have gone in and I've changed the details from, so as soon as I buy it in that account, because sometimes you go and do it and you're rushing, and then it ends up being in your main account. So you go in and you can change the contact details and the registered details. Okay, so when you do that, that email address that you put in there, quite often that email address will get emailed and says something like, log into your account, check that your details are still correct. So you have to then log in and just check it all, make sure everything's okay. All right, and you're confirming that the email address is still live and that kind of thing, which they like to check, and it's something that they've got to do because of some, I can't remember exactly the law, but there's some law that the registrars have to email out and make sure that everything's correct. Okay. Google Trust sites, so I've already said that. Mix up your registrars and your hosts. Okay, so if you've got 10 PBNs pointing to, or a PBN of 10 websites pointing to one of your money sites, okay, try and make sure that they're all on different hosts and all on different IP addresses. Okay, having them all from the same host, even if your host provides you with a separate IP address for every single one, still is not a clever thing to do. Okay, and then sometimes create custom name servers, or vanity name servers they're called, and I've put a YouTube video there for you to go and have a look to see how to actually do that. And then just finally, guys, the most powerful expiring domain that you can buy is our niche specific ones. Okay, and you might only, the metrics don't have to be so high for a niche specific one. You just need to make sure that when you do your metrics and you're checking your metrics, okay, and you check all the spam, you check for links, right? So you'd come in here and you check the links like we did earlier. Straight away I would be like, look at them, they're all coming from the same place. Don't know if I like the look of that. You go in, you have a look at the page. Yeah, looking pretty dodged there, right? Not looking great as a type of backlink. But if they're coming from other places, other powerful places, and they're not all keyword rich anchor texts, and it looks natural, then buy it, especially when it's niche related. Okay, because the power that you get from something that's niche related pointing to something else that's niche related is really, really impressive. Okay, I can't tell you enough. However, that being said, you can still buy decent sites for $10, repurpose them, turn them into a site around your niche, around your broader niche, like I said earlier, and then they can still be powerful. And there was this Moonsy. Remember I said about the pages with inner pages with PageRank. Okay. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to open in a new tab. It's not letting me open in a new tab, so let's click on that. Look at that. So you can see loads of the inner pages. How awesome is that, guys? Okay, so that's moonsy.com. This is a new feature that I've not seen before. So I have to get my outsourcing team onto this, because you've seen all the inner pages and all the inner pages with their PageRank in PageRank order. You see that? So you're buying a PageRank 6, and then you've got all these different inner pages. Okay, and you can go in and you can have a look at all the metrics and all that kind of stuff. So it's no wonder this one's going for as much money as it's going for. Okay. And yeah, what I wanted to show you was archive.org. So good thing with, I'm going to actually use this as an example. Right, I'm going to copy that URL. You can put that in here, paste it in. So this is a couple of things that I use this for. I use it to go in and check to make sure that the website was loosely related to my niche. Okay, like a broader category. or even exactly the exact category, right? You know, that's even more powerful. And go and check on the Wayback Machine, see what the page looked like. Got a 302 error. Okay. Excuse me while I do this. Let's go back to 2007. So what else do you do this for then, Brian? The other thing I do this for is I find niche related websites that have expired, and use the Wayback Machine. And guess what? Go through like this. Okay. You can use this website to go through their website, right? And you can find pages that of totally unique content that's actually really nice content that you can use on your website. So you haven't got to go and buy any content. Obviously you go and do this. Look, let's just do a copy. Let's go to Google. Just make sure that, you know, it's content isn't out there. Put it in between quotes. So for this instance, it's out there, but that's how you check to make sure that, you know, it's unique. And then you can reuse that content. And also what I do, as you can see in here, this is the URL that it's on within this website. So within the Wayback Machine, okay? And then you can copy that, come over to something like Market Samurai, add in a custom URL, click on add URLs, and just see what the metrics are at, you know, at close look, first look. Metrics, domain age 9, page rank 5, this page, citation flow 12, trust flow 0. But that's also probably going to be because they've not had any links built for months on end, because it's an expiring or expired domain. Okay, so that's why I use the Wayback Machine and how I use the Wayback Machine. And that, guys, is, I'm sorry I've flown through it, but hopefully, you know, you can see that you can go and buy domains cheaply. Okay, I've shown you that, you know, the price of them is really low for lots of them. You can see over here, wherever it was, current price, we can sort by, oh, it should go by price. Let's do it one more time to try and find the lowest price. Maybe it's not going to work like that. It should do. Oh, bloody hell. I'll keep on getting that message. Anyway, you get the idea, guys, right? I can, you know, my machine's on a bit of a go slow by the looks of it. So I'm not going to bore you any longer, and I'm going to end it. Please, you know, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, because I'm often adding quick little videos with, you know, and things that not everybody gets to see apart from my subscribers, because I don't email out and all that kind of stuff. So for particular videos and whatnot. Oh, something else that Moonsy's got are the Google, you know, how many Google Plus shares it's got, and likes, and Facebook likes, and all that, which is good. That, you know, they're powerful things, and that's something else that I always look for. Social signals, and I also try to build up the social signals as much as I can on my PBN site, on my private blog network sites as well. But I don't use the same social accounts to point to, you know, 20 of my PBNs. Everything, I keep everything separate. Everything, there's no interlinking business going on, like from one PBN to another, or from, you know, one business website to another business website. I do none of that. Okay, just keep everything as separate as possible. And, you know, one private site that I buy is for one site only. Okay, maybe very rarely, maybe I might point from a Facebook page, or to a Facebook page and to my Google Plus page, very rarely, but you still need to do little things like that because you're trying to mix things up. Okay, but I wouldn't go and create a post on my private blog network site that I'm pointing to a social site and then point to Google Plus, Facebook, Twitter, the LinkedIn account, the the Yellow Pages page. I wouldn't do that. I would then go and buy another one and link to the other one and so on and so forth. All right. But if you think about the fact that you go to Fiverr, and by the time you find somebody who's doing goes and does you 10,000 links, right? And you want them delivered quite quickly, yada yada yada. That ends up costing you $10 to $20. Well, one PBN site like this is probably a lot more power to it than with the way I've just showed you now than you would by those 10,000 shitty links that you're getting from Fiverr. And I can tell you now, those 10,000 shitty links are the biggest way to get your site banned that you could imagine. So anyway, any questions, leave them below on the YouTube page or on my website. Okay, if you see this on my website. Okay, guys, take care. Have a lovely weekend. It is Friday. Cheers then. Bye bye.